a few months ago. Anyways, and I'm sitting in this limousine, right? This stretch Hummer, because we got, you know, we're part of the leadership, and we got to go to this awesome leadership mastermind session or whatever. They drove us out to this farm way out in the middle of Georgia in these stretch Hummers. We got to eat at this awesome restaurant, and we were driving back to the hotel, and I'm sitting in this limo with Lawrence Tam and this guy from the UK, and he's just kind of quiet, sitting there, you know, whatever. Hey man, you know, so I start talking to him. So what do you do, you know, and whatever. How's things going in business? He's like, you know, I just made $1 million in the last 8 months. No big deal, you know. Just bought a couple of Porsches, and it's just like, who the heck is this guy? I'm like, really? That's amazing, you know. I mean, I just told you my story, how I made, you know, 100,000 in over 100,000 in 12 months. This guy telling me he made over $1 million in 8 months. I'm just like, dude, what are you doing? Just like this mystery man. So he pulls out these cards. Right? He's got these business cards. He's like, oh, I do drop cards. And I'm like, shut up. You don't do drop. He's got it. He's not lying. It's got $1 million on it. And I'm still puzzled. Like, what are you talking about? You do drop cards, and you made $1 million in 8 months. That's crazy. I know he does a little bit more than drop cards, but he does do that, right? He's always got them on him. He's putting them everywhere. He tells his team to do the same, and apparently it's working out. So, you know, I think that's just awesome. But here's the thing. We did a webinar about 2 months ago talking about traffic to maximize and get the most traffic with the best quality leads on the internet, right? And you my plan to basically take over the Empower Network through a thing called we're calling the Ultimate Co-op. And the reason I started it was before the Atlanta event, I was doing paid marketing like crazy. I mean, I was spending lots of money on paid marketing. I was spending pretty much all my money on paid marketing, and we had started a co-op where I was marketing for like 200 people, right? And we were running traffic like crazy. I mean, tons of it. But I built up a list of what was it, 18,000 in just a couple months, and we were doing really good. But my conversions weren't the best because my follow-up is sloppy and I'm kind of lazy. And I wasn't doing the best with follow-up, and you know, I was marketing for 200 people, asking a million questions about the co-op and when is whatever starting and blah blah blah. I just got sick of it. I got burnt out. But like I said, I was like bleeding because I kept spending money on paid marketing, which I think is a good idea, but it wasn't always bringing back what I wanted to bring back. Right? I was a content marketer. That's what I've done since day one, since I started internet marketing, and where I made most of my money. Right? Like I said, I did lots of paid marketing. I got lots of signups from it, but I've got more signups from just organic traffic than I have anything else. That's because that's my gift, right? I'm good at that, and I've done crazy things. I made over $4,000 per blog post I've written since I've started. So you know, it's pretty good conversions with my blog posts and my videos and that kind of stuff. But the paid marketing wasn't really my thing. Although, you know, I can learn anything, and I just have a way of figuring things out. But at the moment, I was kind of bleeding, right? And plus, I got sick of marketing for 200 people, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to just cut this off completely. I stopped marketing, paid marketing, like altogether. I just cut everything off, so I'm not doing it. I'm going to focus on following up with the list I already have. And I was looking for a way to be able to fund my marketing, right, an enormous amount of marketing, without it really coming out of my pocket, right, without it really taking anything from me. So I thought, you know, I don't know, I can get someone else to fund it, you know, figure out, I didn't know what I was going to use to do that. And I knew of some really, really good traffic sources that I actually got from the Rashkins and a few other people that I've met in some of these inner circle meetings. They told me the traffic sources that they use, and they've been using them for years to create millions of dollars in their online business. I thought I want to tap into that stuff, but there's like an introductory fee or a minimum buy-in of like $25,000.